So the J3As has ruled 2015 IWF 100-meter hurdles world champion Danielle Williams ineligible for selection as part of its team for this year's event, which is the World Championship, after she was disqualified from the women's 100-meter hurdles final at the National Senior Athletics Championships after being judged to have false started. Acting head of sports for the RG Arglina Group, Karen Rayner, is with us now. Morning, Bridget.
Morning.
You're looking swaggerific.
What are the foolishness?
No, it's the truth. I must tell you. Colours are on point.
I see you put up a picture the other day with one Bertis with
No,
choose
Jody,
which suit look better sometimes, so we can't just turn up and look, you know what I mean, pop down.
So me, I try go against you.
Do your thing,
Or
do your
yourself,
thing.
coach.
All right, serious things here.
Yes.
First question. Did Miss Williams false start?
Based on the rules, yes, because the J3As, they were using the certified starter information system, and once that is being used, usually it registers whatever movement go off the blocks. Yeah. For the false start to be in effect, your hand or your foot either have to move, and if you register below a certain number, you're called.
Your hand or your foot has to move and register.
All right, so your hand don't register. Your hand move off the track, or if your foot move off the starter.
And you have proof that that happened?
Well, the starter showed her proof that it happened, because when
it registers on.
it registered, right? So just like when Bolt in 2011, you actually got up, but if you can rock, but once your foot don't lift, it won't register, and that's the case with her.
It's not necessarily movement.
It's not movement.
Level of movement.
It's level of movement.
This is
yes.
it on screen here.
If you look closely at what happened, really and truly, you see that she moved.
Her head moved
Her
first.
head moved first.
I was
your
actually...
head can move all day. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is when your foot affects the starting blocks. That's your problem.
Okay.
And when you said the first thing she did is she went over and they pointed her to the system.
Clear up this for me, because a lot of people have said she should have run on the protest.
No,
the J3As have come out and says they couldn't do that because of the starting system.
Good. And once you're using the certified starting system and there's no problem with it, meaning the sound piece is working properly, everything working properly, then you can protest, of course, but you can't be allowed to run.
So the starters didn't do anything wrong?
No.
But is there a notion that had they deemed the start not false, there still would have been an issue because her coach came down and that was a breach?
All right, so coaches don't usually get to that part of the thing, and we've been covering international track and field for a number of years here at TVJ. You don't see coaches getting down in that area. The athlete can always make a verbal protest, and they follow up that with a jury of appeal. The referee and jury of appeal, and then they deal with that, review the tapes within half an hour. You can do that. That was not followed. So...
Or is that a breach? You said they don't...
It was a breach.
Does that mean it should not
It was a breach.
So she could have been disqualified for that too?
Exactly. And no, I'm gathering based on my... Because you tell me I'm coming on this program, one will a phone call with lawyers and go back to school again with the IWF rule book and whole heap of reading. So under Rule 125.5, the referee can give you a yellow or a red card, like football. And that is for unsporting or improper manner of behavior. 125.5.
But as far as, I don't want to jump in, but from what I saw, she was shown a red card twice.
Right, so the red card now would have mean we're telling you that unsporting behavior, improper behavior.
We told you to leave and you have not complied.
And you were allowed to come and look, view, which tell you that you're done, you're now holding up the race. So, a red card. And once you get a red card, if you get a yellow card, it's a warning. This is now separate from the green, yellow, and red card for the false start, you know. After the protest now, if you get another red card, is that we're saying unsporting behavior. Now, whether or not the J3As would follow up on this, and based on a number of persons I spoke with last night, that remains to be seen.
Follow up.
In terms of disciplinary matters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, whether or not they will follow up, because the coach should not have been there and she behaved unsportingly. But, very importantly, I see a lot of people saying that she's out of the World Championship. She's not necessarily out.
If she wins the Diamond League.
She can't be selected, and that's what the J3 has indicated in their press release Wednesday night. Yes, if she wins the Diamond League, she gets a wild card, similar to the persons who win the World Championship. Now, if she gets the wild card by winning, and the Diamond League this year is you get top 8, get points based on qualification all through the year, and then who wins the final of the event, then gets the wild card. Then she gets into the World Championship.
All right. Explain to everyone now what the J3As have said about choosing the 3.
So what the J3As have said is, one, the starters were correct based on the system that we were using to rule to a false started. They have said that Daniel will not be eligible for selection. So it is the other 7 people who were left in the race. Subsequent to that, now they've said they didn't have enough time to rerun the race. So what they're going to depend on is the world ranking as of August 16. So the person with the best world ranking, excluding Daniel, 3 of them will be selected. But last night they did announce the Pan Am team. And in that team we have Janique Brown, the world leader, Yannick Thompson and Megan Tapper. Now some are saying that, hey, but it's 7 people. But you're giving these 3 people, and if you run at certain meets, you get more points.
Right.
You know, so that's something
Giving them an
that a lot of
advantage.
people, yeah.
Are you suggesting
questioning.
it's not fair?
It is. I think it's the fairest way they could come up with, given everything. Matter of fact, I was talking with one of my colleagues last night, Rishana McGowan, and she was saying, but if you move away from running the race, why not? I know you are now selecting based on standing. Daniel is ranked number 2 in the world among Jamaicans. Yeah? So, but the J3As did say you were disqualified, and then the race would have gone off without you in that 7.
But what did Dickens? What happened after that whole protest with Daniel? That second, what happened?
There's another false start.
So I've asked the question of Mr. Watts, the chief starter, last evening. He was in a meeting. In effect, what I've gathered, not from him per se, is that there may have been disturbance. Remember, there are a lot of noise. If you're in the stadium,
Yeah.
there are a lot of noise taking place. Like people were literally trying not to have the race started. And the rule also says, for fairness, you want everyone to hear properly, know what's happening, and so on. So that's why the race would have been called back. The J3s have not articulated that, but it was not ruled a false start.
Okay.
So the other 7 people would have remained.
Here's my other question. Go back to using the world ranking. They would have chosen the 3, all things being equal, the 3 would have been chosen on the night of the race.
On the night of the race,
Why
top
did
3.
they not use the ranking the night of the race?
No, because on the night of the race, they say, we are aborting the race.
I
So
know.
the race not going to run.
I know, but they're not
Cool.
going to run a race anyway. So
No,
why
but
did they use the top 3?
but the meeting that they went to have was to decide, okay, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to select
Having
the
not
team?
run a race.
Yeah, I
What is the
gather it's the
fairest
first
way?
time in a very long time.
No, I
had
agree.
They
so
was
many,
asking why not use
Yeah.
the rankings as
At the
that
time.
night?
as at that
As
night.
opposed to
Yes.
August 16. Why did
To
they not
include,
use...
no, because I want to give other people the opportunity. Only 4 persons out of the 7 currently has the qualifying mark. Because the trials is twofold, you know. You have to have
The
a
qualifying
qualifying
mark
mark
to go.
for whatever
Okay,
event,
okay.
field or track.
So you're giving
and
them
your
a
top
chance to
3.
get that
Good.
qualifying
So
mark.
I can finish top 3, and at trials I didn't have the mark.
Yep.
But submission of the team is usually, this year I think it's September 6th.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
I
So I want to
understand.
give people the opportunity.
I understand.
Because like I think Stephen Francis said in our interview with Simon Preston earlier this week, that in one sense, your one athlete, Bennett, the under 20 silver medalist in the sprint hurdles, he improved his PB by 3/10 of a second, and he was on the plane to finish second. So you don't want to say someone who did not have the time would not have come and run that race and
Who do you
finish
think
first,
will
second,
be
and
the 3?
third. As it is right now, I'm thinking the 3 that they've selected for the Pan Am
be
Games
the
more
3.
than likely will be the 3. So it's Janique Brown, Yannick Thompson, Megan Tapper.
And how realistic it is for Daniel to win the Diamond League?
Well, I think she currently has 8 points. So she's in the running to be in the final. Yeah? So
what
it's
happens
a
from
case
there?
of getting in the final and then winning that
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
Formally, you have the most points to win.
Did
Not the
she
case
not
again.
false start last year? What was it? For the
No,
was it the
she didn't
Olympics?
false start.
When?
She was leading and hit a hurdle and fell.
Yes, I remember that.
She was leading,
Yeah.
hit a hurdle and fell.
Man.
About hurdle 5 or
This
6
is, that's
and
why
fell. Yeah.
Hurdles, I don't believe in them. You know.
No, it's an event
I
that
don't believe in it.
it's an event that a lot of people don't bet on.
Imagine it's hard enough
You
to
could
run
be
down
sure a
the
little
track for
more.
100 meters. You go and put things in my
Me,
way.
all right,
Exactly.
me love it.
I would have cried underneath
Me
them.
just love how them look going over
It's
there.
the form is
Wow,
brilliant,
beautiful.
but man, those things are high.
Quite technical.
man.
Very technical.
Very
Technique
sexy.
is-
You know my word. It's very sexy. Me love the hurdles.
The hurdles are sexy.
Yeah, man. You know.
It's a nice event.
Okay.
It's a very nice event. I don't know. I think that Janique Brown is possibly our best medal hope
Yeah.
as we speak now. Daniel has been running very well this season, so it would have been great if we had her there.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can get in
Yeah.
based on this wild card.
Alright.
So she's not able for selection, but she can
but she's
still
part-
get there.
Unpredictability.
And the good thing is that we don't have a world champion, the defending champion in the sprint hurdles
Okay.
on the women's side.
We have to go. Only to say that everyone who comes here who is acting never get the position. So he's the acting head of sports. He's the acting head of sports for the IJ Leader Group, Canada.
You know how much people you and Simon Class could blind that way? Blind.
Try.
See, we soon
Right.
come. Next
You're
2
gonna get your
years,
work here,
next 2
going
years,
out.
and him come back, him still a act. We soon come, folks.